Jack and Jill Radio Show, WNUR 89.3.
Jack and Jill. I hope that there are some kids listening so that you guys can find out about all the awesome things that Chris and Amina are doing.
Yes.
And hopefully you can even maybe talk to some people at your school and see if you can get them to come there.
Yes.
We like.
And you can catch us
That
at
would be
urbanizemusic.com.
So for anybody who's interested in doing that and having Chris and Amina come and speak to their kids or come to their school or whatever the case may be, you can find them at urbanizemusic.com, right?
Yep.
And you can also leave a message on the Jack and Jill Radio Show Facebook page. You can email us, jackandjillradio show@gmail.com, and let us know that you're looking for Chris and Amina. And we will certainly pass that information along to them. But of course, start with the urbanizemusic.com site because that belongs to them, and you can contact
free
them
downloads on there, music downloads,
free downloads.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you
awesome.
while I know we're coming down the home stretch here, but I wanted to ask about the bootlegs.
Or the B-sides, bootlegs, right?
B-sides and bootlegs
man.
because it's featuring different artists, and how did that come about? What was the impetus for that?
You know what? It was just one of those things. I was kind of, I played music like all day long. I mean, like hear stuff. She's like, "You're playing that again," kind of thing. And I started playing a bunch of different songs, and I'm like, man, I said a lot more people need to hear some of this stuff. Some stuff was like released on other projects. Some things were remixes, and I said, you know what? I'm going to put together this project because I got like a vault full of just. Some stuff never kind of resonates to anything, and it's kind of sitting there. And I'm like, hey, this is still some good material. So a lot of these songs, I did a song with Prime Meridian that's back in like 05, 06. Something with Ange like 3-4 years ago. I did something with Lomai, just a bunch of different people, Esdine from out in Cote d'Ivoire, and just decided to put it all together as a compilation and give it away and let people, kind of get in tune with it. And the first song we leaked was the Prime Meridians Ain't No Words, and we got like a lot of blog love on like Kevin Nottingham and Fake Sure Drive, OK Player.
Right.
Me and Amina have a song on there. I got some newcomers in the game, Mook Nito, Noble MC featuring Verbal Kent is on there. I mean, it's just a lot of different stuff. Lomai, got a song with Audacity with another guy named Mad One, who's from out in Texas, kind of like this freestyle champion dude.
Oh, wow.
Theo, right? So I mean, just a great record. We've been getting great feedback and response from it. You can download it for free. Go to urbanizemusic.com, and and there'll be another project coming out hopefully soon.
Wow. Hey, leading from that. You mentioned about free downloads, and I had an interesting conversation a while back with an artist about free downloads and how to reach the artist, and I was pro free downloads because I'm like, you have to, with all the music that's being released, all the stuff that's out there, you got to draw people in, and people can bootleg stuff. There's that word bootleg. They can bootleg stuff. Probably bootleg your stuff anyway.
Right.
And so to reach them, I thought it was important that you give some free downloads. You concur, I would imagine?
Absolutely, because I can just tell from experience. I mean, it's like if people want the music, they're going to get it somehow, some way. Right. So you could be in a major studio and have your stuff locked in a safe. Somebody's going to get their hands on it regardless.
Right.
So I figure music is power, so I feel like the people should have the power and have access to it. Of course, when you start to create a demand, and then if you become more of a commodity, so to speak, and then people want to actually, then you put something out, and if there's a lot of buzz and anticipation behind it, then you might say, okay, I'm going to charge $1 for this download for this single.
Right.
Or if you're putting together an album and you're working with some artists and there's some other kind of royalties and residuals you want to pay, then you might say, okay, I'm going to charge $5 for this one or $7. But you kind of have to build it up, but the people have to know who you are, and they have to appreciate who you are as an artist and what kind of music you're presenting first before you can start talking about give me some money. Right. That's just the way I feel. And then the access that you can have. I mean, I could go home right now and think of a rhyme and make a beat and upload it on the internet and give it away for free. So it also gives me the opportunity to not stifle myself like as if I was with a label and they say, oh, you can't do this sample clearance, or you can't do that. Here, it's music, it's free. Take it, spread it, and let everybody else enjoy it.
You touched on touched on something I wanted to ask you about too, which is the creative process. It's funny. I was looking at Amina, she's kind of bopping a little bit, and it's funny. where does the inspiration come? Do you like to hear the music first? Do you write something and then try to, bring some music into it? Or how does the creative process go for you guys?
Yeah, I guess for us, it's I don't know. It's a couple of things. Like sometimes I could just be in there working on a track, and then Amina will come in humming something, and then when she comes in humming, it's pretty much a rap.
Right.
It's like,
right.
She's like, I got a hook for it,
Right.
or I'll come home and and she'll say, yeah, there was a couple of tracks that you were playing the other night, and this one right here, I got this going for it. So a lot of times, or sometimes we can just be in there kind of vibing, and we'll just come with a whole concept and say, hey, we want to write about this, or we want to talk about that, or sometimes I might write my verse, or I'll let her write her verse, so I can make sure that I'm keeping up to speed,
right?
On the lyrics and everything.
Right.
I'll be like, you write your verse first, I got to make sure, I can't come off like Prize with the Fugees, you know what I mean? It's like, so I'm like, I got to make sure I keep up. So, but yeah, a lot of that stuff will happen.
I'm just trying to keep up to your beats. That's all.
It's fat, kid.
Yeah.
It's fat.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
a real
you.
inspiration.
Yeah.
For music,
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes,
But yeah,
sir.
that's pretty much it. I mean, it really all depends. I think really what our writing and our creative process is very casual, because if it can't be like, oh, Wednesday is our writing days, because we won't write on Wednesdays. It just won't happen. You know what I mean? But if we have deadlines, if we got some features and stuff that we're on, I'll whoever gets their verse done first puts pressure on the next person to get theirs done. It's like, I'm done. What's up with you? It's like, I'm gonna get it done. Right. But having everything there to be able to actually record it at the time that the concept comes up, I mean, it's probably the best thing. Where before you used to have to go fork over God knows how much money per hour to get into a studio. And
I was just about to say, you have your own setup. Obviously.
Yeah, I got a basic setup. Yeah, so I work off for like. I got an old and Sonic EPS. I still got some old dusty tracks on. I work off of Acid, Reason.
Okay.
So really whatever it takes to get the sound. I try not to mess with too much software, because then it can kind of have me all over the place. But I mean, I like the fact that plugins and stuff kind of eliminate me from having a 20-rack outboard. You know what I mean? I can just press, if I need reverb, boop, there it is right there. Vocal hum, boop, right there. So whatever I need. But yeah, that's. I mean, it's always comfortable, and I think probably out of the projects and stuff that I've worked on, I enjoy working with Amina more, because we can see. No. I mean, truthfully, because we can always see. The birth of the song all the way, to its completion. You know what I mean? And then there's always still that give and take, where she might be like, those vocals are too loud. I'll be like, no, they're not. And then we'll listen to them on another system. I'll be like, okay, they are too loud. But it's just, it's that. Right. And there's never nowhere we don't have to bite our tongue, because we know what we're looking for in the end result of the project. So that's different. Where you work with other artists, they're like, oh man, I can only, I had a cold that day. Can I come back and record again? I'm like, well, why'd you come to the studio sick? You know what I mean? It's like, just different things, but we have a complete understanding and commitment about trying to get the best out of what it is we work on.
Does Amina, do you make beats?
I made one beat.
Huh?
She make beats.
7 years ago.
Right, don't let her front. She'll hook some.
And Chris hooked up my drums, so no,
I'm
not musically inclined.
But she know how to pick beats.
Really?
Yeah, I can pick now. I can pick a beat, but I don't.
Yeah, she got it all together.
Yeah, I don't have the skill.
Yeah, got it all together. So.
I think I'm tone deaf, maybe.
Original rap.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what? There are a lot of people out there that are making beats that shouldn't. So
yeah,
I don't really think, even if you wanted to make one, if you just kind of wanted to throw your hat in the game, I don't think anybody, would be able to say that, oh my God, it's so awful, in comparison to what, some of the other people are putting out there.
Yeah, I could come with like a bass line or something like that.
And see, really, that's all you need.
So I guess I can make beats.
You certainly can.
Hey,
don't let her front, y'all. She got beats. She got beats.
No, I have like one beat.
I'll be playing a beat. She come in. She be like, "Wait, I got a bass line."
No, people come over and I'm like, "Wait, I have a beat. I want to play my beat, my one beat."
She was like,
But as long as it's good, then it doesn't even really matter.
I just play it over and over again. They're sick of my one beat.
See? And you can always add stuff to it and then take that stuff away. So you add it and you play it like
more
that
cowbell.
for a while, and then you take it away and play it that way, then you could be just remix, just put some You certainly can.
Thank you.
And people would never even, they wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
They might be thinking for a second, you're like, is that the same? No, it's not the same.
Yeah.
They, just for like that one split second where they might think that they, recognize, and you're like, no, this is something completely different. And then they'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, just make sure that, the drinks are flowing.
Okay.
Right. You're right.
Absolutely. Keep the drinks.
Because that always helps. Definitely always.
You listen to the Jack and Jill Show, WNUR 89.3, Evanston, Chicago. In the lab with us today has been Pull Out Chris and Amina.
Thank you for having us.
Oh,
Yes,
please.
thank you.
You're so welcome.
Please. Hey,
Thank you for coming.
I really, if I had to go pick y'all up,
And I
y'all
promised
had to
Chris I
explain
wouldn't
why
say
there's 6,
anything
7
about
brothers standing
what
outside
time
y'all
it
door
is
talking
and
about,
how
let's
far
go.
we had to drive. I
Right,
said I
right.
wouldn't say anything about it. So there.
And we appreciate that, too.
You're welcome.
No,
We appreciate the fact that you didn't mention it at all.
Because I told Chris I wasn't going to mention it. And I'm like, we can't. I even wrote it down. Don't mention.
Right.
You did.
But I didn't look at my notes, so I didn't mention it.
So,
See?
You
you
kids
know,
today,
now
I
on the
tell
way
you,
home, you
you
can tell him,
kids
see
today.
how I said I wouldn't mention it? And then
Yeah.
I talked about how I didn't mention it?
Exactly.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. 'Cause
That's
I want
awesome.
you to know
we
that I
won't
didn't
mention it either. We're not going to talk
We're
about
not
it.
going to talk about it.
Nope. And when we post the clips of the show, which hopefully we'll be able to do that, we're just going to cut that part right out.
Yeah,
And we're
'cause-
just going to tell everybody that you didn't mention it.
I didn't
Right.
mention
Yeah.
how far it was.
And speaking of
or
which,
what it was.
we told you about our Facebook page, listeners. I'll have this interview up in the next day. I'll have this up, and feel free to let us know what you think, guys. It's been what? I see people laughing.
Aztec Dinero says he wants to hear Amina's beat.
I'm gonna email it to you.
Sorry,
tell
Tech,
me.
I don't think they have it with them.
It's on urbanizedmusic.com.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
it
did
is.
you hear that? It's on
Yeah.
urbanizedmusic.com.
You hear that,
Go to
Aztec?
my
I
page.
know you're listening
and
to
it's
that.
from my,
Is
Big
it
shout
titled
out
my
to
first
Aztec.
album.
Amina's one
It's the
beat?
intro. It's the
I think
intro
it's called
from the
Amina's
album.
theme, so
Amina's
it's
theme,
close
yeah.
enough.
Like Shab's theme.
Yeah.
Amina's theme.
Amina's
Uh-oh.
theme, yeah. Oh wait, I got to make one quick plug before we go, and that is I'm happy to be a part of this wonderful new site called ChicagoMusic.org. And I work real closely with Elastic Arts Foundation, who recently got this wonderful grant through Boeing to
As in,
curate
like, the
this
airplanes?
website, as in the airplanes, yeah. To curate this website that's all about Chicago music. So I'm working with Sam Lewis, and I'm co-curator, I guess you would say, of the hip-hop section. And so, I blog, we feature, it's all Chicago. So venues, artists, events, we got to make sure to plug the show.
Plug the show,
And we
right.
should feature you guys on the website.
Absolutely.
And share what you've been doing.
I
over
wanted
here.
to
That
tell
would
you
be
guys
nice.
too to make
Yeah.
sure
See,
that
what you can do is you can take our flyer and you can just take that one side off.
no, yeah, her side. Take her side off.
No, take his side off.
Put Big Sexy up on there. Put Big Sexy up and Big Me, the big guy with the black eye.
You'll have two black
See,
eyes
you
on
know
the
what?
next flyer.
Right. See,
And a
see,
lump on your head.
oh man, it's tough around here.
With
It's tough
no
around here.
kiss.
Right,
No
right,
kiss on the
right,
cheek.
That's right.
right.
It'll be skulls and crossbones.
That's right.
But thanks
So
for having
proud.
us, though,
It's
guys.
Yes,
so proud.
thank
No,
you.
you're
We're-
so
Hey,
welcome.
tell
humbled
everybody,
to be
tell
here
everybody again
and
where
honored.
they can find you, where they can find your music, your websites, your Facebook page. Tell everybody
UrbanizeMusic.com.
because it's important.
Yes.
URBANIZEDMUSIC.
Yep. UrbanizeMusic.com. You can download music from Noble MC, S. Dean, Amina, Cool Out. You can see Keep It Moving the movie.
Yeah.
You can see Keep It Moving the video, which was filmed in Cote d'Ivoire, featuring
Featuring
Ange 13.
Right.
You can see the teasers for as well as Don't Stop, Don't Quit from off of the UMAC album.
Oh, and I have a website. It's aminashiphop.com. I forgot.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go.
Okay.
It's my little...
Is your beat on there too? Because I
No,
can't wait to
we
go
have
home
to,
and
we
find
have
this
to add
beat.
it to it.
Right.
There you
That's
go.
the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go and I'm
It
going
is
to play
actually on there.
Amina's
It's on the
beat.
Bandcamp album. It's a free download, too. So.
It's dope. It's
Yeah.
dope. It's dope.
Right on.
Jack and Jill
Big
Radio
shout
Show
out.
WNUR 89.3.
Jack and Jill.